Hi guys, so I'm back home with all the loot that I got from the Kane County Toy Fair. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. So I've got the battle pack from one of the vendors. This is the Bella Twins, and I got this because, well, of course I'm a fan of the Bella Twins, especially Nikki because she won. She had the belt for almost a year, and this is probably the last time you'll see them in a battle pack because Bree retired and she's actually pregnant. So congratulations. So that's pretty cool because I don't think we'll ever have them in a battle pack anymore. So I'll probably unbox this at the end of the video. And then I also got a number of vintage Ninja Turtles. This one is actually cool because it's like two of my favorite things in the world, and that's basketball and Ninja Turtles in one. And it has a really cool feature too, an action feature. So I didn't realize Donatello is right-handed, so he shoots with his right hand. So he actually winds up really far. I don't know how he. It didn't come with a basketball. I got this loose. And of course, it has number 23, ode to the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. And it even has turtles on the back, 23. He has his cool little sneakers. I'm wondering why it's not purple, but whatever. It's a really cool figure. And then I got the Detective Donatello, which was actually on one of the episodes. I think it was a Sherlock Holmes type of episode. So this is I had this one as a child, but I lost it, and I've always been wondering when am I going to get this back. And then I got Fugitoid, which I totally forgot that he was in the original episodes from the 90s. I totally thought that he was from one of the reboots from the 2003 interpretation of the Ninja Turtles. So he's much different than the newer interpretations of him. The newer interpretations of him are he's all white and he's just a minimalist design. This design is super intricate. All types of wires and vents hanging out, which is pretty uniform with the rest of the original line because they tended to overdo it. So this is really cool. I've never seen this before, so I'm happy to have this in my line. And then I got a Neutrino, which I've never seen in the wild. And even when I was a child, I'd never seen this. I don't think it was, let me see here, 1991. So this might have been from like the second generation. Because I know one of the earlier generations actually had the fluffed up hair. But that's, I'm pretty happy to have this in my collection. And last but not least, the Daniel Boone Raphael with a raccoon on his head. Yeah, I was laughing when I got this, but it's a really cool figure. It even comes with moccasins, and then tassels on his what is it? His leather shirt, and then he even has a Texas tie. And I also got I forgot what the name of this vehicle, but I know it was a drill vehicle that Shredder and the Foot Clan used to head back to the Technodrome. So this is incomplete, but I got this because besides it being incomplete, if you look, the paint is really pristine on it. I mean, it's nearly new. All the stickers are in great condition. You could see even the stickers on the bottom. None of them are peeling off. The stickers on the front, all original stickers in great condition. There's barely any. I don't see any paint wearing off. And even inside, even the stickers inside, I think. So it is missing the top piece and the drill part, which I could find eventually. But for what this is, I actually got this for $10. I've seen on eBay and even at the fairgrounds, people were selling a complete one for anywhere from $100 to $150. So I thought I got a pretty great deal on this, considering what it has on it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this house. So one of my favorite parts of collecting toys is that I get to unbox them, and it feels like Christmas every time I get to unbox them. So here I go. And no twist ties at the back, which I'm happy about. I hate those with a passion. Okay, first up is Bree, and she looks great. The head scan looks great. The face looks pretty accurate to the actual wrestler. And what's great about the battle packs, especially for the female wrestlers, is the quality is on point with the Elite. Many times the battle packs for the male wrestlers, you don't get the leg movement, a full range of leg movement, but with the female wrestlers you do. And that's just a great added plus. You don't have to pay an extra amount for what is considered an Elite figure. And then the backwards cap is really cool with their signature Fearless. And then the Bella on the back, O2, signifying, that, she's part of a group. And then the Fearless in the front, with the tie in the front. So it's the tie indicates like a hockey jersey or some type of sports top. So that's cool that they have their own distinct look to them, which you didn't have in earlier figures. But actually, this is my first Bella Twin toys. And then this was during Nikki Bella's run as champion. So she was the longest running Divas champion, and you get the Divas belt. The only reason why it's not a little more shiny is this is not an Elite figure. So if you had an Elite figure, this would be like more of a chrome finish. But all I care about is the articulation, because the articulation is how you can pose them in the great dynamic poses for photography, which is what I do on the side. And the head scan's great. It's pretty accurate as far as how they can the look that she has. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this haul. Whenever I go to a convention, it just reminds me of why I love my hobby, and just to be surrounded by people who also have the same admiration and fascination for toys. It was just a great variety of people. I mean, you had people who were interested in vintage toys to young children, and then you got people like me in between who are collectors who are just looking for specific things. So it was just a great variety of people, and it was a good venue too. It's more my speed because it wasn't too much to pay for at the door. And I'm looking specifically for toys, and then if you have anything that you collect, and you don't think that people have the same interest as you, go to the Kane County Toy Fair. I guarantee you they'll have what you like as far as 80s, 90s. They even go back to the 50s with the die-cast toys, the old die-cast cars. They had pretty much a good variety of everything. Here's a bit of preview of my toy shelf. I used to have it on another spot. It was actually a lower spot in the bedroom, but my daughter is getting so tall and she's growing so fast that she could reach it. So my fiance decided that she needed to move it to a higher spot just so it doesn't drop on her head, of course.